The first blood for RRQ there, but last they didn't have it. The mid lane has to go down there. DD is going to take that mid turret. Oh, almost. It's definitely go down.
Look at that damage, but will go down. Ted has to go down, even though trying to hurricane dance right onto that wall. The damage was too much. Tuturu healing way too much damage there with Jaco as well. But Jaco will slay Bane in a 1v1. However, Lime is right there with the slow. Instinct is right there with the flicker as well. And will go down. Jaco almost apparently will still go down with the attack from Tuturu. That auto attack really deals a lot of damage.
Late. I mean, they're quite late on coming into Jaco's defense there.
Jaco might actually caught here. There is a pattern of execution right onto Jaco, and Jaco will go down. Tuturu will flicker way out of the way from that Thorn Rose, but the Thorn Rose will cool down fast. Will cool down fast enough to get the kill onto Tuturu, and will go down as well as Phil here with D will try to get a bit of those jungle EXPs from RRQ.02. So
3 versus 1 there on the top lane, trying to get the tier 2 turret out of RRQ's hand here. Cho is just spinning around. Oh, the pin there.
There is the pin coming from the Hurricane Dance and almost dying there, but will survive just with a little bit of help, but will go down by the Rafaela instead as the Way of the Dragon onto Tet was able to stop him from killing him, but D is still right there. The Phenomenon Blast will hit Tet, and there is Lemon trying to do enough damage there. Will not do anything though. The wave cannon, the deadly catch is still on cooldown, but look at that. D is doing enough damage for his teammates to pick up all of those kills that they cannot. And D is a support playing Rafaela there.
1-4-4. That is not looking very good for RRQ now. They are playing too hasty, and it's a really prolonged war just now in their own jungle where they want to really commit, but in fact they actually lost 4 of their teammates here. Not looking quite good. The goal difference is actually 6k now. 7 minutes in, 8 to 3 kills.
And this is the interesting part about RRQ right now, because they're having a really good draft pick here with the Bane on Lemon as well. The Tuturu playing Leslie, but they're not doing all that well. However, Tuturu's item hasn't peaked yet, only having Berserker's Fury right now on his hand. He's just waiting until he gets all of his full items, at least in particular. But there is the Mortal Fall coming to Jaco. Asura's right onto the enemy team, but Jaco will have to go down by the Silver Slaughter as Jaco will pick up that kill with the Martis. However, Chance is going to get stunned here. There is Lemon from behind, but Lemon will have to go back. Liam as well. Instinct is still in that bush. Will try to do something. There is the heal coming from D. Will heal all of his teammates with the extra movement speed as well. But the turret is going to go down. Jaco will try to do something as Tet is going to do the Hurricane Dash right off the instant. There's a Shelby Call coming from Gushin and will get the killing spree. Destania. There is the cancel Phenomenon Blast and the double kill coming from Jaco, and RRQ.02 is in a lot of trouble right now as Jaco and Instinct, the only 2 men alive. Instinct almost dying, that Jaco will try to defend this turret all by himself, but look at that damage coming from Lancelot. The Thorn Rose and the fast execution dealt enough damage as Phil is actually pushing this lane very, very fast with the minions. Now, there is that one siege minion coming into the lane, but Instinct is able to defend that just as well as RRQ.02 responding onto the base. Now, look at this. What is happening right now? 33 digital levels is dominating this game.
So RRQ are quite confined in their own lane. They have to clear out as much as possible. The mid lane is completely exposed here. DD Gaming can actually come into the mid lane and try to push as much as they can if they actually win the next war. But nevertheless, DD actually can approach the Lord Pit and try to commit to the Lord, but I don't know, it's looking very good for RRQ. The difference is almost 12k right now. That's 6 items for DD Gaming.
That is in fact true. 11k gold lead for DDPG as they're trying to push this out with the enemy, with RQ just trying to figure out a way to stop that Lancelot. There is the siege coming on to top lane, and Jaco is already waiting on bot lane. He has to run around from the base to defend that lane, and it's gonna go down anyways though, as there is 5 people already gathering with the RQ team. The problem is that this team with Bane, that means they're sorry, a team fighting comp, and that's not happening. They're not team fighting yet. They're always getting separated. Lemon always gets caught off guard with Liam a bit too over pushing, but now RRQ needs to do something. They need to gather. They need to win the fights, but Lemon is getting dealt a lot of damage as Mew is way too fed right now in this stage of the game. 13-3 with 12k gold lead as the Digital Devils will try to take the Lord.
As you can see, the level difference is massive. At least 4 level between PU and the top level, which is I Am Juggle and also Tutor level 10. That's 4 level. That's a massive difference.
When your damage dealer is 4 level behind, you're having a lot of issues with the Lord already taken. But there is going to be a fight here. However, PU will be able to escape. There is a Mega Kill coming from Martis. There is a double kill coming from Martis in that ward as well. As Pew is now pushing, the Lord's already pushing, but look at that, Instinct flickering to the wrong way as he is going to go down, trying to escape the enemy from the outer side, but it's going to be a GG for Digital Devils Professional Gaming as they were able to dominate that game in a fashionly manner. And our panelist has to be disappointed. It was a 3-0 predict for our panelist side, but DDPG was able to prove the Philippine side is far stronger, showing dominance in this early stage of the match on the semifinals. But
so this is a BO3.
Yes.
They just won the first leg of the BO3. They have to win the next one to be immediately qualified for the grand final here. So RRQ have to win all the rest of the remaining match here to even go ahead with the grand final.
And before we go into any more tangents about this discussion, we'll just leave it to the pros that has been watching, taking data right into the panels list. Guys, take it away.
Thank you so much, Hachiken and Sue. Wow, something that we didn't expect there, honestly.
It was a total domination from Team DDPG Gaming. I was actually quite surprised because I was following up with RRQ's Tuturu. He was using the marksman and been told that one of the best marksmen in Southeast Asia. He was really been shut down, locked down completely by DDPG Gaming. They were just taking every single objective properly and hesitantly ending the game so fast.
Yeah, it's 11 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see the stats really quickly here. Once again, Rafaela, actually, yeah, he misses a point, so they get the inflated stats a little bit. But like, View is playing so well.
Yep, I love his build up. He's very, very nice. The way how he does it, he wants to get the quick items. It's something like a standard items that he needs to, but he already has the damage. And their mindset is going into this game is finish them up early to mid game. We can't let this Leslie free farm all the way. Leslie, in the meantime, Totoro 2 to 4. That is the shutdown that I was talking about.
You know what? I actually think that during the draft, they kind of expected a marksman coming into the last pick because obviously RRQ had last pick, right?
Yeah.
And they sort of like, yeah, I think this marksman will be a last pick coming from RRQ. So that's why they picked the Rafaela to accelerate the game so quickly. Because with Rafaela, your holy retribution, right?
Yep.
Sorry, like a retribution. That's so much damage early on that you can just push things so quickly. And with your assassins, you can just heal everyone with your holy light so that they keep on diving and diving and diving, doing so much damage and just accelerate the game so quick.
Yes, indeed. What do you think about it?
It's like the Leslie cannot move at all, and Rafaela plus the Lancelot is just like they really have a good setup. Marty's open it up, Rafaela use the ultimate, like the Lancelot just coming in with the turret throws and also the dash. It's just like so much damage and good setup, while the RRQ cannot do it because it's only Lolita staying in the front, but they cannot really make a good one with the bait.
And I want to stress this out as well, the way they not only getting kills, but also getting turrets at the same time. So the more turrets you get, the more map control that the opposite team has, which is DDPG Gaming, and this is what they want. They want to secure as much map control, disrupt the microeconomy status of Team RRQ Oxygen, because if your economy is so bad, your Tuturus, Leslie couldn't even farm properly, and you know the rest of the team just faltered from that.
I was so excited for Tuturus Leslie.
I know.
As well.
I was like, wait a minute,
I
Tuturus
wanted
using
I
Leslie.
wanted to work. I wanted to work, but you could see just by 2 minutes in, it didn't work because the aggression coming in from DD Pro Gaming was too much for RRQ to handle. They knew what was at stake. They knew, okay, this is our game plan. We need to make sure that we shut down Tuturu. Shut down Leslie so that it doesn't go to late game. You know, before they get those 3 items, that Malefic Roar, Berserker's Fury, and also Windtalker. When you get those 3 items on Leslie, because I know I played on Leslie, right?
Yep.
You feel unstoppable. That's
Correct.
what they were preventing, and that's what they did.
And again, for those who don't know, the Philippines team actually played really fast-paced, aggressive meta style.
Yeah.
And you know, even though we do see a similarity to the Eater main and DD Pro Gaming, it feels like they perfected the craft, they polish it, and they kind of make that particular meta style their culture of attacking teams, attacking unsuspecting teams, especially those who want to run with a marksman to drag and you know get the game longer. This will not work if they don't really prepare it well against this fast-paced style of gameplay.
So I want to ask you guys, right? You are RRQ. What do you do?
I'm not gonna play the marksman again. I'm gonna change it, like a 3 assassin surprise, or just using the mage plus 2 assassin.
I mean, we will find out because Game 2's Picks and Ban is just moments away. We can already hear the crowd. They are dead silent. A complete opposite from Game 1.
Yep.
You know, now you can see a few claps here and there, but they know what's at stake here. Suddenly, when there was a potential of having an all Indonesian team final, it might be a no Indonesian team finals at all.
Yeah.
As we go into the pick and ban of Game 2 between DD Pro Gaming as well, DD Pro Gaming as well as RRQ Oxygen.
RRQ Oxygen. And looks like RRQ Oxygen is fighting for their year tournament life. If they were to lose this, they are out of the finals already. They still have the third and fourth placing if they were to lose. However, Digital Devils Professional Gaming, one more win into the grand finals, meeting their brothers.
Remember my prediction from yesterday? I said I called it all Filipino team grand final, and I'm still sticking to it. Both these Filipino teams have been playing so well today, and I think they deserve it.
And
Now we will see the ban and peak pace here from Digital Devil Professional Gaming, also RRQ, Hayabusa, and also the Chol from RRQ side and Digital Devils. Grok and also Zelina worth to ban all of them, especially the Grok and Zelina. They're too much damage, and RRQ got the first pick here. Might be Lancelot, Garcian, Jowhat.
Martis is still
Martis,
available.
it has to be the Martis.
And Helka is available again.
Oh, that's true. But I think Martin is a more priority pick here because Martin is the all-rounder. Helka is more like a utility assassin, like you mentioned earlier. So, yeah, Martis definitely, if I'm RRQ, I think that's a good pick, good way to start out our draft. Now, if I'm DPro Gaming, I'm going for the Helkert as well as the Jawhead. But no, looks like Lancelot and Gushon.
Wow.
But
This is sending a message.
Yeah, but RRQ got the advantage today to take the only a whole map AoE ultimate.
Looks like RRQ's got a lockdown Hellcut and Jawhead, fellow.
Yes.
It is, you know, it's like sending a message like, you know what, you can have those heroes, I can do better without those heroes.
Yeah, that's true. And look at that, Arca Lolita. This just tells me that the last pick is going to be a pure assassin as well, because that's the game strategy that they really like to go for. Triple assassins, double tags. That's the name of the game. Throughout the whole tournament, we've been seeing that way. And I really like from the Pro Gaming, they are not doing anything fancy, right? They are playing things by the books, and that's been working. Look at that game 1. They just absolutely crushed, decimate every single member of RRQ. Meanwhile, RRQ going to lock in the Harley.
I'm gonna ask, is that a chance DD playing marksman in somehow?
I don't think so.
Nah,
No.
Diggy, he's not really suitable to play a marksman role as RRQ choosing Harley and Hylos. I love this pickup.
I like the Hylos. I
Yeah,
like the
Hylos is good. Primary tank, you know, helping out the team, especially the bringing the most tankiest tank.
Yes.
At least
And,
they're going back to a more traditional one. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be a fighter alpha instead. So these are more well-rounded compositions for both teams here. So what do you expect this KVC?
I'm gonna go with Digital Devils Pro Gaming because it's very well balanced. They can do the 2-1-2 setup, the traditional, somewhat traditional already, to roam around and very, very mobile instead.
Right, what do you?
Yeah, I do agree with you. I'm gonna go with the Digital Devils, the hero, the 2 tanks, the the composition is just good for me.
Well, same as me as well, because I think DDPG will be able to clean sweep this, but it's not up to me to decide. It's up to the players. It's up to the 10 players on stage. This is game 2 of DD Gaming going up against RRQ Oxygens. And Casters, you can take it away.
Thank you so much, Camo. So we're gonna step into our second match of the day, which is RRQ versus DDPG, and this is our VO3 second match.
This is the second match indeed. And this is a do or die for RRQ Oxygen. Unless they want to stick with the third or fourth position, which I really don't want, but the shield isn't gold, so look at the bronze, isn't it? So that's wood.
And it's gonna start right now, immediately.
So you'll get the wood plating for, what if you get gold in like the fourth position? You know? But so instead of like the gold in first position, you get like the cool shield in the fourth position, and then like silver, then like bronze and wood for the first. You know, it's like, they just look at reverse. But anyways, joking aside, we're gonna go right into the first game, and it's gonna be Harley on Tuturu, and Liam is gonna play High Loss as well as Instinct will be playing Hellcart, not gonna get banned there. Lemon will be playing the Jawhead, not the Assassin, as Ayam Jago is gonna be Martis, as on the digital level side, Fuyu is gonna play Lancelot, Tets is gonna play Akai, Yako will be playing that Alpha, D the Lolita, and Gushin is gonna play, he's gonna be played by Dysania, again another Gushin, and look at that, Fuyu is gonna play a lot of damage, he's gonna give a lot of damage right onto High Loss with that Lancelot. And Lancelot is still not bad, not so first pick either, but Lemon just got a kill with that jaw. Wow.
It's really, really strong now. RRQ have a lot at stake here. They have to win twice here to be qualified for a grand final. Meanwhile, DD only have to win once to be qualified. And now a little bit of Tom and Jerry action here. Almost get caught here when he entered the bush here. Harley rocking him with the cards, have to retreat back and clear out the minion here at the mid lane. And so Lolita is just scouting around the bushes on the bot lane. I am jungle, and the rest of the team is going up on to the top lane. 3 versus 2 out there. They're just waiting for the right time. Ted just got caught with the nom there. But yeah,
the fight is still not happening. They're trying to play a bit safe after the first 2 kills from each, the first 2 kills from both sides.
Yep.
And it's still not gonna do a lot of stuff, at least on the gold lead either, because it's still pretty much the same, only 100 difference. That's just 3 minions difference. But look at that, Lemon is trying to fling one away as Few is gonna get flanked from behind. There is a Dark Knight, but to no avail. Instinct was unable to save Lemon there, and Lemon will have to go down. It's 2 kills right now for real devils, and it's gonna be a chance for them to get the first turtle.
So DDPG is going to initiate the turtle now, probably without any contest. RRQ does really notice that they are going for the turtle there. RRQ just roaming around in their own lane here, not knowing that the turtle just got taken there. And so clearing out the minions. Both party is going to meet in the mid lane. 3 versus 3 there. Lancelot is quite near. Oh, Tets is getting caught there.
There is a deadly game right onto Tets, but it's not going to deal enough damage, as there is going to be the ultimate coming from Jawhead. Will try to rush it out, but Few is going to get captured instead, as Martis is going to pick up that kill. Few with the Lancelot is going to go down. I am Jago will pick up that kill instead.
No proxy game, proxy farming as of right now. They're quite equal in terms of gold here. Only 500 gold difference between the 2 of them. Quite negligible at this time of point. We are 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes in. There's no movement here. 70 seconds to turtle as well. And if you guys are watching on our Facebook Live, go support DD Gaming Philippines or Indonesia. Oh,
there is a Hurricane Dance, but he is getting hit by the deadly game. Look at the damage coming from the deadly game, and follow up instantly by I am Jago with the Martin Usher Strike onto the Mortal Coil. However, the Tortoise is right there. with the Phantom Execution. Phenomenon Blast with the Lolita, but won't hit anyone as Jago will try to escape. There is a Mortal Pull again, stunning 3 people at once, but will not help him survive that fight as he is gonna go down 1-for-1. That's for Jago. But look at that in bot lane. Instinct here is gonna almost die. The deadly point is like, sorry, my bad. I got lost in the fight and all of the beautiful
Scenery.
Not scenery, I mean like the lights and effects from the skills. But the little singer was unable to deal enough damage there.
But I mean, things are not going as aggressively as I wanted it to be. I mean, I know that there's a lot of things at stake here for both teams. So anyone who is going to proceed after the semifinal will go into the grand final to fight either main here from the Philippines. So either there will be the Indonesian versus Philippines or Philippines versus Philippines.
And the first sword, at least on the RRQ side, has been destroyed, but there's going to be another return sword kill on top lane, and the turtle is going to get slain again by few. That is 2 turtles for Digital Devils, and RRQ still has no objective. This has been going on since the first game as well, and it's going to be going a bit bad. However, the goal lead is still there as Unsing actually flashes away from that fight. And look at that, Sets will Hurricane Dance out of the way, saving his life. But there's not going to be another Hurricane Dance for at least another 1 minute, and that is going to be a lot of issue as RRQ here is going to gather around for another fight. Liam there is already there, will try to do the stun, but will just run away. There is a Mortal Pull to save his life as Liam is not in any kind of danger though. Instinct will try to funnel farming here, get as much gold as possible going into the mid game.
So both Martis and also Jawhead is building an all damage dealer build here, similar to Lancelot, as you can see from DDPG here. They're slowly building up their items here to fight against their. Oh, Jago have to get caught there, almost die. High loss.
The glorious pathway right there, and there is, however, the Phenomenon Blast, but Liam will have to escape that, trying to avoid the Phenomenon Blast stun right onto his face. The Zania is going to get hit by the Delhi game, however, there is the Phantom Execution from you. Tutu is in a very horrible position, but will space escape out of the way. Lemon is there to help him out and guard him to save his life, but Liam will be the sacrificial pawn here as the horse is gonna go down.
And so Yako was trying to steal it. Oh, Harley with the lemon and the card.
Damn it.
But he has to be sandwiched in the Indonesian sandwich party here. Oh my god. Oh!
Was that a trade kill from the Roger Impact? Nice.
Yeah, so it's a 1-1 trade there.
Yeah, the force tweaks and Roger Impact deal enough damage to Lemon for the damage to just comes in after Jawhead, after Alpha died. But look at that, there is the Hurricane Dance right onto Martin, as Jago will have to fall down.
Jago was alone there. Tutu wasn't able to come into that war because of his skills cooldown. Quite a shame, but they have to be really careful now. DDPG already have their scaling right. They have killed quite a lot, 4 to 7 now, and they are slowly snowballing here. We have to see what RRQ can do to come back from this.
Would you call a slowly snowballing a snowball, or is it like slowly getting the goalie?
It's like you putting it in the fridge and
like
then you're waiting it to become an ice and then you make it a snow.
So you like roll it slowly.
Yeah,
Okay,
roll it super slowly.
Gotcha.
So 8 minutes in, we still haven't seen like a huge war happening here. I was expecting it to be more aggressive from DDPG because they have slightly less things to worry for now.
Interestingly though, even though the fight has been on the DDPG side, oh never mind, there is going to be a fight here as Q will have to run away with the Phantom Execution. However, the Zoro's dealt enough damage. There is a Ghost Pathway, but it only gives a bit of health, extra health to Hylos, but Hylos will say a lot here as Liam will run away. But look at that, everybody else is going to get captured. There is
Phenomenon blast to the flicker.
Yako is going
And
to
Tuturu will try to deal a lot of damage with that poker trick. SD will be able to escape that. Sorry, gone.
Yako just now was just split pushing it. So the other teammate from DDPG is just providing enough distraction for it. Few is going to take that turret.
Deadly game right onto that poker trick. Never mind.
Oh, that's
it's
so
too much. Yeah,
little.
the damage wasn't even that high. As you were saying, Alpha was actually solo pushing in bot lane. Whereas the fight actually happened, Yako has been doing that over and over, actually trying to seal as much jungle minions so Hellcurt doesn't get fed, doesn't snowball in that goal. Because honestly, the only reason why RRQ is still able to hold into a 2k deficit is because that phenomenon blast to the Phantom Execution to the Hurricane Dance will able to get the double kill, but there is Harley able to kill Yako. However, Sania will get that kill with the Shadow Blast Slaughter right onto Mardis.
RRQ, you have to go back here. Your teammates really need you. The tier 3 turrets will go down pretty time soon. We have to go down by Harley here. Top lane turret has been destroyed.
Oh, that instinct though. However, try to flicker away. There is the Shadow Blade. There is the Shadow Blade right there. Just blink. No, what do you call it? The Shadow Strike.
Shadow Strike, yeah.
No, I need to look that up.
And of course, that is a really worth it war that they already got the tier 3 turrets from RRQ. They have to push or
the
just
Sword Spike.
Okay, and they have to take the Lord so that it will be easier for them to push the other lane. But RRQ, what is going on?
Honestly,
Hellcurt and also Liam was chasing down other members of the digital doubles here, but it's not worth it. They're leaving the base empty.
yeah, it's exposed as well, but Hellcurt got caught off guard as Sania was able to sword spike right onto him and follow up with the Shadow Blade Slaughter, dealing enough damage for him to go down. But look at this, there's going to be the Lord contest coming from DDPG, but the players from RRQ is not just going to give them for free, as there is, look at that, the Phenomenon Blaster onto that flick. But there is a Ghost Pathway right in the middle as a lot of the RQ players try to swarm up here, but he was able to get the damage with the Phantom Execution. There is a 4-string coming from Yako, the Rotary Impact trying to push it out. There is Yako here trying to kill I Am Jago. The Rotary Impact wasn't able to get that kill, but the Sania is able to get the killing spree as well there. And now the double kill coming from the Sania will be able to clear out the players from RQ as they're gonna push on top lane, the one lane that is exposed with 2 super minions pushing in, and only I Am Jago and Liam. This is gonna be a lot of issue for RRQ as they have to be able to hold this down. There is the Phenomenon Blast through the flicker, will able to get the kill. The stun onto Liam as look at this. Liam is in a lot of issue. Trying to stay in the Ghost Pathway for that extra heal as Sania has to run back because everyone else from Team RRQ has already respawned.
But Sania already got an immortality, so he can actually accompany Lord and try to make the final push all the way to the Nexus here. Or they will focus on the tier 2 and make more
turrets down.
Yeah, and so more super minion coming into the mid lane as well. Wow.
The interesting part with the Lord is that they have to cater onto that Lord, so DDPG can actually push the other lanes as they're trying to they can't put 5 man right onto that bot lane because they have someone to handle the Lord in top lane. So it's going to be a 4v5 if the fight actually happens, as Laimer with the Goldish Pathway try to stop the advance of the players from DDPG. Instinct here will try to get a bit out of the top lane, but RRQ is in a lot of trouble as the gold lead now is getting way further. There's a 9k deficit right now. DDPG is on a roll, is on the prime position, almost winning. There is the Mortal Coil, be able to stun 3 people. There is a knockup as well, but look at that, a lot of messy fights here as there's a Phenomenon Blast being charged by Lolita, and Desania was able to get the mega kill, and Pew was able to get the kill as well there. And I think that's GG as the player from RRQ is unable to defend it from the attacks of DDPG. Tuturi has to run away, but the exposed Nexus is going to be there as Tuturi got wiped out, and that is going to be a GG for DDPG, and RRQ has to run
down onto the bronze match will face Aerowolf in an Indonesian derby. But this is interesting though. The two teams that's going to be in the finals is the two teams that are going to be in the finals for MPL Philippines. Are we going to see a rewind of that show? Because Aerowolf had lost and RRQ lost. It's going to be an Adermain going against DDPG. Adermain swept DDPG in a 3-0 score.
Wow, it's
In
a
MPL
really
Philippines.
DDPG is just playing super beautifully. I'm pretty sure that all the Filipinos supporter here or everywhere else watching us at EGG Network or our Facebook Live gaming here is going to be very ecstatic. So we're gonna see all Filipino team fighting at the grand finals here.
But before we go into more talks, we'll just leave it up to the pros at the panelist desk. Guys,
Take it away.
Thank you so much, Hachiken. And stunned, silence. Yep, crowd controlled, literally. That's the Indonesian crowd right now.
Yes, and it is a deja vu of the MPL Philippines because, ladies and gentlemen, we have two Philippines in the grand finals. Hello, Jay. You have to say something. I know you have to say something.
Laban Pinas. Selamat sa good fight over there.
Yep.
It's a really good fight. It's a really awesome that Digital Devils proved that Philippines scene is Digital Devil and also Adermains. It's proved that Philippines scene is much better rather than the others one, and whoever it is gonna be crowned for Philippines team.
Okay, so let's look at the stats really quickly. Wrap up that game for us. KBC, D is the MVP, and that Lolita was always hitting multiple members with his ultimate.
Yeah, indeed. And even though she doesn't get most of the kills, but she sets them up. She has the ultimate on point. She has at least 15 assists from there. And even though they didn't get Hellcut in that point, which I feel like, Hellcut should be the pick for Digital Devils, but then they had another plan in mind, and Lolita was outstanding with the help of the rest of the teammates. Meanwhile, for Team it was RRQ Oxygen. They felt like it was another complete shutdown. They did not have any breathing space. Perhaps they are phased again, like from the previous game. But this time around, it was very, very different. The skill level difference you can see from there was really huge. And RRQ, I thought they had the clutch genes. They could have done better from that. At least climb back to get one win, like their counterpart, which is of course Aerowolf from there. But it seems like that is the unfortunate event.
And now let's just put into context what this means, okay?
All right.
They're not like completely out of the tournament just yet,
Right.
because we do have a third place match, and guess what? Suddenly third place match is an all Indonesian third place match. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna treat it like a final.
Yes, indeed. And
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
But it's kind of hard to choose between them. Like Aerowolf and also RRQ fans is just quite a lot, both of them. But they are hoping for the finals. They are like, they want it on the final. But unfortunately, guys, sorry for that.
I know. It's heartbreaking to see your home team losing in the home ground, but then this is what it is.
Yeah.
But then again, we still got the third and fourth placing,
Yes.
and it's a reminiscence of MPL Indonesia Season 1 playoffs where RRQ and Aero
The
will
lower
go down
bracket
the
finals, lower bracket finals,
Yes.
and now they have to play them each other again. And the finals means it will be an all fully finals. And one thing I want to highlight that we talked about this before.
Yep.
In the MPL Filipino finals, it was a 3-0 storm by Adermain, clean whip, no chance at all. But to be honest, I don't think that will happen again because DD Pro Gaming played much better. I personally feel they played much better compared to Adermain today.
Yes, indeed. And I think it's the mental game that comes in. You don't want to be the person to think like, oh my goodness, we're going to face the team, our counterpart from the same country who's clean sweep us 3-0. You want to have the new mentality that, hey, I just beat RRQ, and that is one of the best teams in Indonesia and perhaps in Southeast Asia region, and now I'm coming in with so much confidence. I think I can take on Itamin anytime, any day.
Yeah, it's also kind of like the Adermans have beat me 3-0, so I want to beat them right now.
Yes.
I mean, beating them at MSC will be much bigger than compared to beating them at MPL Philippines, right? Because this is a bigger stage. With that being said, I think it's fair to say now that, Philippines has the best region, is the best region. But really quickly, let's go to Fami because he has one of the players with him right now.
Yeah, back again with me, Corner, and I'm with the MVP of the match. And you're going to the grand final with the great match. And I was like, what was in your mind, like, in the middle of the crowd, and they're screaming like, FIFA RRQ, FIFA RRQ, and you just won the game. What was in your mind?
We were so overwhelmed with the crowd, but we are still focused, and we want to control the game and win the game.
Okay, and one last thing. I want you to say that for your fans, for the Filipinos, in your language is okay. You can say thanks or anything to your fans.
Maraming salamat po sa mga fans ng DDPG, and thank you kay King Cosmos.
Okay, thank you once again. Congratulations for DDPG going to grand final, and back to the MC. Take it away, please.
That was Fami, and that is surprisingly not really hyped DD Pro gaming player.
Yeah, they seem
he's
really
like,
calm, composed.
guys, still a long way to go. You know, yes, we beat that, but that's not the end of it.
Yeah.
With that being said, I really think highly of DD Pro game because they played so well in both games. Their draft is solid.
Yes.
And on top of that, they're saying like, hey, they're playing so good in terms of execution, and this all-Filipino final is going to be one heck of a fight.
And of course, we want to say a huge congratulations to all of the Philippine fans out there. You guys, one of your teams, will walk away as our new MSC 2018 champion here. And it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward for the finals here because this is going to be two of the best teams, not only in Philippines already, it's two of the best teams in the Southeast Asia region going against one another.
Plus, if you want to, I want to add, they are not in their hometown, home crowd. Like if you're in the Philippines, the crowd will side if you are for DD or for Ader Mix. But right now, this is Indonesia. They are not in the Philippines, so the mental drop, I think, is not gonna be there.
No, that's a good point, I guess. And you can say that all this mental game, it does happen, but honestly, it doesn't faze them because RRQ brought their whole entire army here, and they still clean swept them 2-0. I think, but honestly, I think DDPG Gaming, they went back, they looked at their strats, and they're like, you know what? We need to just change the style we play, and now it finally for them, right?
Yeah, indeed.
And now into the grand finals, can they put themselves in the favorable position going up against the MPL Filipino champions, Ater Main?
Yes, indeed. But we will save that for the grand finals. Meanwhile, we will be talking about the third and fourth placing match, and it's because it will be RRQ Oxygen going up against Aerowolf Roxy.
Okay, guys, what do you think about that game? Like, in the sense of, who do you think is the first going? Personally, I think Aerowolf has the momentum. Because at least the two games that they played 3 games today, right?
Yes.
And they played pretty well, except for the last game they just got stomped on. But the first 2 games, they seemed genuinely like contenders to win those games. And if it wasn't for a just miracle still coming from Yelly Hayes, they would have been in the grand finals.
Yep, indeed. I feel like Aerowolf could have, at least won the game. One of the games actually faster, especially the game 2, where they had Grok in hand. Perhaps they could continue on with the momentum, stay on focus to defeat the RRQ from their expect. RRQ possibly could be shaken because after that 0-2 loss. So their mentality right now, they have to be calm. As calm going forward, third and fourth placing, the prize pool is actually pretty huge for these 2 placings.
So let's just remind the crowd here, KBC, what are they actually playing for?
I think before I'm talking about the crowd here, I'm talk about the and also Aerowolf first. They both lose. Yes, Aerowolf lose 2-1, but RRQ lose 2-0. They have a mental breakdown, same mental breakdown right now.
Okay.
They both have it, but because of that, they will grant their strength to somehow beat each other. And I think I'm gonna call it as the MSC Indonesian finals. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say that Indonesian finals. So whoever wins will be the
best team. See, for example,
for Indonesia because they got the top rank. But yeah, here for everyone who win it, for the third and fourth place, the third place will get the 14,168 US dollar. Plus, you will get the fourth. If you're in the fourth place, they will get the 7,079 US dollar. It's still a huge prize pool.
Double gap. It's like somebody wins extra half of it.
Yeah, so basically one best of 3 is going to give you an extra 7,000 USD. That's quite a bit.
100%.
And one thing I want to highlight is that it's the MSC Indonesian Finals. It's a really good way to say consolation finals. Unfortunately, this is the third, fourth place match. I'm actually genuinely really excited to see how these the Filipino teams will go up against one another.
Yep.
Because they are playing so well against against other people who don't really know their meta. Now they're facing familiar territory, right? They know each other so well. They play each other in the regular season, they play each other in the playoffs. Can they, pull up this epic 5 games grand final?
Because they keep changing the gameplay. Like we know they always play the aggressive and also early game.
Correct.
That's what Philippine scenes. I think the meta of Philippine scenes, but they keep changing it. Like I don't think that DD or Etherman can read each other's gameplay in this final.
I think what they will change is the type of hero picks. Like you can see that Farsa is available for choosing. There were a few heroes as well which we haven't seen before. Lapu Lapu. Okay, not we haven't seen before. Is like we rarely seen in the game was chosen as well for the both team sides. So this just perhaps, the hero pick itself will catch both teams off guard. Like it's a surprise pick. Like, hey, wait a minute, I never seen you using this.
I have a feeling that Farsa pick, Aetherman wanted to keep it for quite a while because they were like, they looked quite good throughout the whole tournament. There was no need to pick it, and you could see how strong Farsa actually is. And now, however, being picked it already, maybe that sort of helped their trump card going, because honestly speaking, DDPG Gaming has been playing as standard as you can. They have not played anything special. They play exactly as meta as you want to. So they have the upper hand coming in because they might have some surprise picks that Etherman don't know about it.
Correct. And adding to your point, they also let Helgert getting chosen by the opposite team, so that's actually really good. Like they're giving out all the comfortable heroes.
Opposite teams, and they try their own style, and they eventually beat them 2-0. And again, guys, back again to the third and fourth placing game. I want to see how these two Indonesian teams coming back from such a heartbreaking disappointment, defeat at a home crowd. Hopefully they can give us another good game from here. Hopefully, just
maybe Tuturu will pull out another Leslie, and it actually works. Because I'm actually really excited to see how marksmen actually can roll. But I just want to know how they go for it, because this is it, right? Take it as you may. MSC Grand Finals from Indonesian teams, third and fourth place. Whatever it is, there is still a lot to play on the line. Yes, it's not for the trophy, it's not for that shield, but it's still up for something. If you win this, you solidify yourself as the best Indonesian team. And of how big MLBB is